great workout today. Johnny had to leave. Now he got done what he needed to get done, and we talked a little bit about the workout. So today did not start off so hot. Come on, get a little more speed. There you go. There you go. Start off with that speed. So a lot of times that's the thing is if you go, people talk about going off a feel. There's definitely a lot of merit to that because you can't be stupid. If like your program, say for instance, calls for 315 for 3 on the bench press, you're warming up with 285 and you felt a pop in your pec, and and you think if you do anything else you're gonna tear it. Not a good idea to go for that 315. Then you need to back off. At the same time, a lot of times when you walk into the gym, just because you're not feeling it yet, you still might end up having a great day. I remember talking to Fred and Salaria and those guys when I was a kid, Fred Hatfield when I was a kid. They're saying basically something along the lines of sometimes everything for a meet lines up perfectly. You show up and you just hit the numbers. Other times your flight's delayed. You're at the airport bar, drinking at the airport bar all night. You don't really sleep, and then because you think you can't even get to the meet, there's no way. All of a sudden a flight comes in, you get to the meet, then you hit all PRs or something. So there's just a point being you don't always. Obviously this is not a license to go out and start drinking the night before meets and doing crazy things or anything. I'm just saying. Sometimes you can't just tell everything just right off a feel from the get-go. So we, talked to Johnny and said, hey, you know what, you got to get this done today. And you know what, like a true champion, he started his body language changed, and the energy just changed. It went from sort of general fitness type of workout to the energy was ecstatic in here. It's like you could walk across the place and you could feel it. Come on. One more, here we go. Easy. Here we go, come on. All day, here we go, come on. Yep. One more, here we go. Yep. Easy. Stop. That was good acceleration now. We're gonna add on, that's 405 plus the bands here. The bands add about 72 pounds on the top from what we tested before. So what we're gonna do here, go up to 515 here, so right about 600 pounds at the top. This is gonna force Johnny to accelerate. So there'll be a number of reasons why someone might use this kind of, bands, accommodated resistance, whatever you wanna call it. You think about it is, as the deadlift has an ascending strength curve, meaning theoretically, as you go up, you can lift more. You can deadlift more from here than you can at the bottom of the lift, and it should theoretically get somewhat easier as you go up. But that's theory, and there's reality too, because a lot of times people have other sticking points along the way. So Johnny's sticking point was initially, more off the, more of the lockout. Then it became more off the floor. Now it's more towards his knee area because that's been addressed. So what we're gonna do here, it's gonna teach him to accelerate through there. The next level beyond this will be some isometrics at some point down the road, but for now, what we're gonna do is use these bands, and the primary purpose of these bands is as Johnny's lifting the weight up, it's gonna progressively tighten. So he's got, he can either, throw up the white flag and surrender, or he can get down, and just get that weight right up. So I got a feeling he'll get down, get that weight right back up. So that's what we're trying to do. Accelerate through that sticking point is the purpose of bands for Johnny in this instance. Accelerate the whole way, here we go. Get a little faster the next one. Aggressive the whole way. Accelerate. Awesome. And to his credit, Johnny turned that on right there, and this is the best he's ever looked. So the objective now is to go for that all-time world record for his weight class, 45 to 49. So he needs to get over 771 to get that done. So what I think the plan at this point, the meet was say next week, we do is go for an easy opener, 661, 672, somewhere like that. Go to the 727 range next to set him up. you know, hit a new PR for the, you know, for where he's at right now in this weight class, and then, you know, just let him hang and go for it in the last one. And I'm very confident he'll do that. So the upside of this approach is we know he'll get a PR there out of it, even if he's off that day. Then, you know, yeah, I could go like 755 or something, have him go that in the second attempt, but that's going to require more energy. 727 or whatever we're going to do next it's going to piss him off. He's going to be like, are you kidding me? I know I can do more than that. And I'm going to say, hey, you know, quit complaining to me, go take it out on the barbell. And that's exactly what he'll do, and he'll pull that record.
The hesitation, because it's been a long time. You know, and even we've been going these weeks, and we had that 8 weeks, and now it's been like, yeah, a couple setbacks, but, you know, it's just different. The powerlifting training compared to, and everybody asks me the difference, you know, when they explain the difference, and it's hard because I've done it, and at the time, I was doing it every day. So it was hard for me to distinguish one from the other. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's just fucking training, you know? But, and not doing it for a long time, now starting back with you, now I can say, you know, I see the difference. You just can't jump into it.
No.
The powerlifting, I mean, bodybuilding, it is what it is, and you got time to graduate up and stuff like this, and you worry about body parts and balancing everything out, muscles out and stuff like that. But with powerlifting, it's just about power. It's about lifting fucking heavy, you know? So you gotta get your technique right. You gotta use leverage, you know, if you wanna do significant weight, you know, and if you just can't, you feel like it and you want to, like you get fucking jacked up and you wanna jump into it, but it doesn't move like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and also what we're doing here, you notice we do a lot of the same stuff here. We added the bands and leg curls and some pull throughs. He's gonna hit, because of the way we are in the real world, he's gonna have to hit some upper back work later today. So what we're doing here is, you notice it's not very much difference, because here's what happened. The 705, he got out of town, you know, a little banged up from that. I went over to Europe for 10 days, so we've kind of been apart. I've sent him some lighter workouts to do for the past couple of weeks, but we don't want to, with the meet coming up, you know, June 8th, we can't be like, oh, you know, we're gonna add like, you know, whatever, glute hams, this and that in right now, because we don't have that much time. So if we had some totally new stimulus, could take so long to recover from, but at the same time, we can't just keep doing the same old crap. So that's where it just becomes more of the art than the science. Of the art is we're adding a few more bands, we're adding some more bands in there, but we're not going crazy and reinventing the wheel. You know, like I said, this is just, you know, milk. We're to some solid food now. We're gonna really get going after this.